All right, my name is Charles Winfield. This is my Module 5 deliverable. It's February 13th, 2026. All right, and this is Rocket Elevators. We created several endpoints here. I'm just going to go over this briefly. Uh, First, we're going to go over the file structure. So, as you can see here, we have uh, different files here. So, in our source files, we have a controller section, we have a database connection section, and then we have a health features, and then we have our routes. These are the ones I created. This deliverable shouldn't be in there. Let me get that out of there. All right. And then also we have schemas, and then we have our shared files with authorization information and the middleware. And then we have a resources file here with some agents' names. So I'm just going to go through these real quick and we will be done. Not going to hold you up today. So the controllers, we've got different controllers here uh, for file protocol. Let me get back to go. All right, so first we're going to start with the agents controller. This is where we have all the information and function for the agents, um, validation to validate uh, required fields, region, role if provided, um, numeric fields, and this is to create a new agent. Then we have here later on, we use some functionality to get all the agents when we use different endpoints. So I'm just going to skip ahead to the endpoints because it'll make more sense if I do that. So these are the routes for the agents. And basically all these here are the endpoints that I created for the agents. And then as you can see here, those functions that are in the agents controller file um, are controlling are being controlled by these endpoints. So when uh, these fields are ran, then the functions will run. In addition, we have the middleware here. This is the requirement, the base middleware, and this is the extra credit, the JWT middleware. And then we have schemas for these. So I also created the agent schema, and the agent schema has the names and all of the required fields here. We did use Mongoose enumeration here uh, to define agent and manager. So, we do have Mongoose downloaded there, but as you can see, not all these are required. And then we have the region schema here, and we got north, south, east, and west. And once again, this is using the Mongoose uh, there. And this is the username schema. This was created for the JWT token. So this is kind of like extra credit. This is just basically used to get information to store passwords and create users so that you can get the JWT tokens. Not all of the endpoints require the middleware authorization and JWT tokens. So only the ones here you see that have base middleware and JT middleware, things like agents, you can still get all agents because did not deem those as being like sensitive or like sensitive information or required. So for the more sensitive information that got a little bit deeper, being able to access the database and change the database. That's where we kind of wanted to get everything up to par there. And then we have our JWT validation security keys here. Um, and we did add the cookie options. So basically, when you log in to the JWT file, or when you log into the session, it'll create the JWT, put in the cookie, and then it will hold that when you go in to perform the other functions, so you don't have to keep adding the token every time. But if you don't log in, it will not function properly. And again, we just separated the routes here. So we got routes for the agent, and that's all these endpoints. Then we got the authorization route. This is to log in. The health routes that came standard with the file, just to say hello, I'm working. Then we've got the region routes here. Just two regions, region create, and then get all of the region there. Um, and that's pretty much it. We have also our database file. This is the Mongo manager. So this connects to the Mongo database, and then also uses functions from Mongoose to communicate with the database. So it just kind of makes everything simple and easy to use. And that concludes my video. Thank you for your time.